little goats. So I've been working down in the Go Do Bricks HQ for what feels like ever. But I've been working on some sets. So if you've been paying attention, I did 2 sets already. And then I started a alt build. So if you've been following along on the channels, here on TikTok, over on Instagram, YouTube, I think I uploaded as well. I've been working on a video and I want to do a review of this set. So the source set is an alt build of Assembly Square from 2017. And BrickArtisan is one of my favorite creators when it comes to anything on Rebrickable. So I did one of his alt builds for Assembly Square to give a little bit more party, so to speak, in the entertainment district of the city down by what's going to be the area where my theme park is. So I'm going to turn this camera around and let's get into the corner pub. Alrighty, so this is from, again, Assembly Square Modular from 2017, I think is when it released. So this is 3 stories. And there's a pub on the bottom, a small tailor shop on the 2nd floor. The 3rd floor is a apartment, which is typical with Lego modulars. And then there's like a bistro kind of party band area on the roof. So let's kind of get into the outside. So as you can see down here, we're still carrying over the garage door elements from the original set, which is super cool, or you hate them, depending on what side you are on that. Beautiful, beautiful build on the front, the greebling on the floor, the pub sign, absolutely gorgeous. You are still getting the 2, I'll kind of move it so you guys can see all of it, the 2 light posts, and if you turn it to the side, let's do a side view, you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. I know I got to straighten up a couple things, but you've got your stairway up to the 1st floor, then you come around to the 2nd floor, up to the 2nd floor, up to the apartment, reach around, and we'll kind of get in each floor here and take a look. But I was really impressed with the part usage. As usual, BrickArtisan kills it. But he really did a great job, even using on the back side, making it not horribly boring, because you got some greebling here with the masonry in there and different things, and the color differences really, really, really used the parts really well. And this little roof here, going to like the pizza oven, was super cool. So let's get into each floor. So here is the 1st floor. Let me get this off too, just so we can kind of peek in there. Again, this was an alt build of Assembly Square, but let me kind of tilt it up so you guys can see inside. You got a little jukebox over there. You got some tables out front. You got a bar. So they really went in. You got some built-in seating underneath the window, some lights. They really, really, really did a good job. And I'm going to turn it sideways so you guys can really see in there. But that's like a little pizza oven. So, and you can get in there and put some figs or whatever in there. It was a fantastic build, really great part usage on this 1st floor, and I really love the window. So when I get around to lighting this one, I'll get some really, really, really good light out of there. And of course, as usual with the BrickArtisan build, if you look down there underneath the stairs, can't really see much in there, but there's a little toilet. I like to say that he always manages to find a way to put a washroom or a bathroom in there. So again, go out and follow BrickArtisan on Instagram and on Rebrickable, and I think he's on a WeBrick and a couple other sites too. But fantastic alt builder. Great greebling out front. Still enough of the original set to kind of get that feel. Really, really like the part usage out here, and then to make the little pub sign. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and let's look at. All right, as mentioned before, the 2nd floor is kind of a tailor shop. Which is kind of funny because later on, obviously, in the Jazz Club, we get another tailor shop. But that's what I love about alt builds is they'll often go for things that Lego hasn't done yet or won't do, or something of that nature that, we're never going to get an actual bar or a pub. So this was an outstanding build. So let's kind of look on the inside of the 2nd floor. As you can see, we have some machines here. So we've got 3 or 4 different stations in there. We got a little washroom in here as well. And if I turn it just right, you can see there's a fabric shelf in there. So that looks really cool. in there as well. And then you'll see the entrances. They did this on each floor. He did this on each floor where you've got the in and out to be able to get upstairs or downstairs, but then you've got the entry door to the business, as well as a couple mannequins. I'm probably going to change those out for some Brick Love designs just because I have so much, and I really think it would be a cool space to put some fits I get from Brick Love in there. But amazing greebling and part usage on the front here to really give us, the color pop of the flowers in the windows, as well as here with some greenery on the well-designed, simple but well-designed for part usage. It needs to be fixed. Part usage around the stairs. So let's put this one aside and get into the third floor. All right, so the aesthetics of this floor is pretty much the same as one below it. So you're going to notice the same kind of window structure, things of that nature. But again, really great part usage here on that. And this is an apartment. So you've got a little bedroom here. The bed build was really intense with a bunch of jumpers. Super cool. You got a little washroom again back there. And in the original set, there is a little vignette that micro build of a city. It's a slightly different layout, but there's still one to keep true to the original set. Great use of the door as well. You get a little table, a little these are supposed to represent cabinets with windows, great part usage. Little kitchen. And again, you got your doorway over here, but you've got your entryway in here. So you could tile this off in here. You could easily pose some figs. What I also love is on each floor, there is like a little birdhouse back here. And awesome greebling color and really great usage. I think of this piece from the Welder CMF. But I forgot there was a couple pieces in this set. He used it as a light. Super, super, super cool part usage. Really uses everything. Oh, I knocked that off. Really uses the parts well. And lastly, before we wrap this up with a final kind of review, is the roof. So again, amazing use of part usage, and the throwback to the moldy croissant is awesome, using it up here. Get your clock, amazing greebling, and then he really will use as many parts as he possibly can when he does these. And so there's like a little band going on up here. So I put some of the minifigures that were left from the set up here. But you get a little band going on. I got to fill that out a little bit. I think this is where Weird Al's going to go. But you got a little guy with snacks. Found a way to use the iHeart. That's the only thing I don't like about the set. The build is that this pops out. I'm going to have to find a way to keep that kick drum from moving. Alas, you got a little hangout spot up here. You've got some tables, got some snacks. You got a snack cart. There's a love seat over there. So great place to be able to put your minifigs. Really tell some stories in the city. So I was really, really impressed with how much. I put the chicken over here too, because why not? A great way to kind of tie it in together and give more life to your city on the roof. So I'm going to put it all back together. We can have a quick wrap up. Now, again, I have been building Brick Artisan designs for many years now. Outstanding individual, outstanding human being. Really, really, really great part usage, and just a mind that he can come up with some of these things. So there was a bunch of parts left over. Nothing too crazy considering we went from a 48 by 32 to a 32 by 32. But his part usage is always outstanding. Like, I never have any questions or concerns there. This is going to look great in the entertainment district next to the downtown diner and a couple other sets I have down there right now. Seriously, go out, give him a follow, check out Rebrickable. He does builds for a ton of sets, or even if you just need a back for like the Creel house that just came out, he's got a design to make that more modular friendly, which is I'm going to do that one next, or soon I should say, for the residential area in the city to have the Creel house and get some spooky vibes going on. So again, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support over the years and over the months and days. We love you very much, and we'll see you soon. Love you, goats. Bye.